What's going on YouTube? Today I've got my hands on a brand new Android TV box with some great new impressive features that we have not seen before. Now this is the TV box which you guys have been requesting, and I do understand why there is so much interest in this box along with all the new features that comes with it. Well, here it finally is, the A95X Max. Now this box is running the S905X2 Quad-core CPU with 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of internal storage. The box has an expandable 2.5-inch hard drive caddy with dual band Wi-Fi AC, a Gigabit LAN port. You got Bluetooth version 4.2, Android 8.1 Oreo. This supports 4K HDR at 60 frames per second. You have HDMI version 2.1 along with 5.1 surround sound. Now the box itself is made completely from plastic with a matte finish. You have these copper vents going all the way around to keep the box cool. You've got the logos on the top. On the front we have an LED display which will show you your connection information, Wi-Fi, networks, date, time, etc. If we keep going, there's nothing on this side. On the back, we have a Kensington lock, an AV port, SPDIF optical out, a Gigabit LAN, HDMI out, a USB 2 port, and your power socket. Over here is a latch so you can take the top off for the hard drive caddy, and we will come back to that. But if we keep going, we've got 3 USB 3 ports on the side and a micro SD card slot. So that brings us back to the front of the box, but let's have a look at that hard drive caddy. So if I release the top, you have yourself a SATA hard drive caddy. You can install a hard drive up to 2 terabytes. Now what I'm going to do is install my one right now because I am excited to try this out. So here is my spare 500 gigabyte SATA hard drive which I'm about to install. It's a straightforward connection here, so you can't really go wrong. So that's my hard drive installed. Now you can actually screw this in secure if that makes you feel more comfortable, and the screws are supplied. Now if you were to screw it in place, you need to first of all open these 3 screws so you can move the plate upwards, and then you'll be able to screw the hard drives in on all 4 corners. I'm not going to bother securing mine with the screws as I'm not going to be traveling with this. It's just going to stay on my desk. So let's put the lid back on. So what you're doing is you're putting the front part in first, and then it clicks into place and it automatically locks itself. So we've got a hard drive caddy in an Android TV box. So what are the new features in this box? Well, that was one of them, the 2.5-inch hard drive caddy. Another brand new exciting feature is you can record video or gaming directly on the box, just like a PVR, but without, of course, the TV tuners. So there's no TV tuners built in. It's not a hybrid box. It's got a built-in video capture software. Again, I absolutely can't wait to see how well this works. Also, I've just installed my 500 GB hard drive, so that gives us plenty of space in order to capture as much video or gaming as we like. Now inside the box, you will also find a user manual, a bag of screws to secure the hard drive, HDMI cable, power adapter, and the voltage is 5 watts 2500 mAh. We also have a remote control, and this is a full featured remote control with the ability to control your television, and you have the instructions on the back. You will notice that you've got dedicated buttons for Netflix, YouTube, record, and app, and it is powered by 2 AAA batteries. Now this TV box is certainly on the larger side, but to give you an idea of the size, I will bring in the Xiaomi box. So Xiaomi box is typically one of the smallest, and side by side you can see that the A95X is a monster next to it. So I believe the A95X Max is more of a mini PC style. So I will bring in my current mini PC that I use on a daily basis. It's the Beelink Gemini X45. And again, you can see that the A95X is bigger, and in thickness, they are roughly the same. So now I'm going to get this box hooked up to my TV and capture card, and we are going to find out exactly how good it really is. I'll be right back. First of all, I ran a boot up speed test, and this TV box took 30 seconds to fully load the home screen from a cold start. And here is the home screen for this TV box. It is slightly different to what we have seen in the past. At the top right corner you have your connection information for USB Wi-Fi, settings and weather information. Thereafter you have a row of large icons which are in fact customizable shortcuts, so you can press the menu button over any large icon and then select your favorite app to replace it with. So all the large icons can be changed and replaced. Not only that, the row of small icons at the bottom are also customizable, so you just hit the plus sign and add as many favorites as you wish. So very nice to see a customizable home screen for a change. Now let's quickly go over to the main settings and check out system storage info. So this box has 64 gigs of internal storage, from which you have 55 gigs free to use. You may have noticed I've also plugged in my hard drive. It's a 500 GB hard drive, and if we open it up you will see that it's jam-packed with movies and videos, and we will be checking that out in a bit. And if we have a quick look in about, you will see that this is running Android version 8.1 Oreo. And while we're here, we're going to do a quick wireless update check to see if there's any updates. And there is in fact one update available, and the change log shows optimize system and fix bugs. So yes, I will quickly update this and then continue with the video. So update is now complete. Let's go ahead and check out the advanced settings. In this section you will see a number of advanced options such as display resolution, HDMI CEC, playback settings including HDMI self-adaption, audio output, and this does support DTS and surround sound. You have power key definition, root switch, which means you can decide whether the box is rooted or not. Thereafter you have picture settings, and when you click on more settings it will take you to the full Android settings page. Now let's have a look at the complete system apps. Here are all the apps available on this box as standard. I have not installed anything yet, and you have quite a few apps to get you started, including Sectors Play, a web browser, TV App Store and the official Google Play Store. Now there does not appear to be any option for Miracast or AirPlay, so no screen mirroring supported on this box. Now let's test out that screen capture software. It's called Go Recorder, and it will allow you to screen capture anything on your TV box. So this could be anything from movies, games, web browsing. So you can basically screen capture any activity you do on this box, but you are limited to a capturing resolution of 720p. And once you complete a capture, you will find the recording in File Manager inside a folder called Screen Recorder, and the file will be named with the date and time and in MP4 format. And from here you can go ahead and replay your file, or you can transfer it to a USB drive. So now we're going to play some 4K video samples from a USB drive, and I will be doing this from the included TVMC media player, which is basically same as Kodi, but you can uninstall this version and install the official Kodi version should you wish. So next up we are going to access that 500 GB hard drive which we installed at the start of the video. It contains a big collection of my favorite movies and videos of all different formats, and you can go ahead and play any movie you like, and this does also support subtitles.
This place. Safe house.
Let's hope.
So moving on now to the YouTube test, and you can stream a maximum of 4K on YouTube.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of other.
We know those shirts were donated to Honduras. Is that where you're from? Honduras?
You guys cannot watch the trailer for your own movie.
What? Are you serious?
Are you kidding?
It's just too messed up for kids your age. There's drugs, there's violence.
There's no escape for you. The high table wants your life.
So let's move on to the gaming performance test, beginning with Crossy Roads. So for you advanced users, DRM info shows Google Widevine level 3, and here is your CPU Z info. You can check out the clock speeds and see that it's running the Mali G31, and this box has a root switch in settings, so you can decide whether your box is rooted or not. In the Wi-Fi speed test, we got download speeds of 48 and upload speeds of 9 megabits per second, and our current top speeds are between 47 to 50 megabits per second. So that brings us to our benchmarks, beginning with a Geekbench multi-score of 2001, and in the Antutu benchmark test we achieved 55k. So let's see how that compares with the others. So here is my top Android TV box chart of 2019, showing you all the latest TV boxes and seeing how they compare with each other. And as you can see, the A95X Max has achieved position 4 on this chart with a rating of 9 out of 10. Now you can view the full versions of all my charts online at chigstech.com and read them at your leisure. So there you have it guys, that was the incredible A95X Max. So here are my thoughts on this TV box. This box appears to have it all. It's not that compact in size, but in return it's jam-packed with some great features, which include a hard drive caddy, root switch, screen capture software, a responsive remote control, supports 4K 60 nice and smooth, supports Netflix and Prime working absolutely fine at 480p. You have Dolby DTS with 5.1 surround sound, YouTube 4K, USB 3, Bluetooth, a superb performance with the S905X2 CPU, and Oreo 8.1 gives it a further boost. This box also supports OTA firmware updates. The only thing missing is a built-in screen mirroring option. Bottom line, an exceptionally high quality, feature-packed and superb performing Android TV box, and for the price this is currently selling for, this is the best bang for buck we have seen so far. And with that being said, I will leave the links in the description so you guys can check this product out. Meanwhile, do let me know what you guys think of this box. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a brilliant day. See you in the next one guys.